All right, the BJP is likely to sweep Madhya Pradesh and may win 28 to 29 seats, while the Congress could end up with just one seat. This is per the India Today Access My India exit poll. In terms of vote percentage share, the NDA is expected to bag a whopping 61% of total votes that have been polled.
Let's take you through the Madhya Pradesh numbers according to the Access My India Today post-poll study. Madhya Pradesh seems to be turning into another Gujarat of sorts according to this poll, where the BJP is predicted to bag 61% of the total votes, the Congress 33%. When you've got a gap as hefty as that, it essentially means a clean sweep. As was the case in the assembly elections that happened a few months ago, even now, the BJP romping home in style.
Hemendra is getting asked more details. Hemendra, your, in fact, assessment as far as the projections are concerned, in fact, the indication that Congress could just be barely managing one seat.
Well, the Congress party in 2023 Vidhan Sabha elections managed to get 40% of the popular votes, but the BJP, which had got around 40% in 2018, they jumped to 52%. And mind you, at that point in time, the vote was for Madhya Pradesh, and Prime Minister Modi was seeking votes in his own name but for Madhya Pradesh. But this time around the vote is for Prime Minister Modi, and as per Access My India, the vote percentage has increased to somewhere around 61%. So if they are getting 61% votes, they could well end up getting all 29 seats. That's what the BJP has been claiming all along, that they are going to get 29 seats. And this time around also Chhindwara is on as one of the weak spots of the Congress party. In fact, according to Access My India, the seat that they are likely to win, the Congress party is likely to win, could probably be Sindhi or Gwalior, where the Congress party has put a sustained effort. They have put in a fight, but as was expected, that Chhindwara probably could be the Congress party seat. That is not likely to happen. That is not appearing to happen. So bad news for the Congress party. They had changed their president immediately after the state assembly elections. Jitu Patwari was made the state president, but things have not worked in favor of the Congress party. In fact, ever since he took over as the president of the Congress party, there has been a line of congressmen who have been leaving the Congress party and joining the Bharatiya Janata Party. In fact, during the elections, there was hardly a day ever when some senior congressmen did not leave the party and join the Bharatiya Janata Party. So all throughout during the elections, it was always going BJP's way, and BJP, Madhya Pradesh in a way is becoming a sort of Gujarat for the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Well, very interesting, because it's a clean sweep there by the Bharatiya Janata Party if you were to simply go by the projections. And we're reiterating that these are only projections. The results are on the 4th of June. But if we talk about the projections here, as far as the vote share is concerned, a whopping 61% for the Bharatiya Janata Party, at Congress at 33%, and the others possibly at 4%. That's the vote share. Let's talk about the number of seats. Like we said, the projections are that it could be a clean sweep for the BJP at anywhere between 28 to 29 seats essentially, and the Congress there possibly just bagging one seat. Essentially, like Hemendra was telling us, this is becoming like Gujarat, where the BJP is dominating. It is the dominating force in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Hemendra, talk to us a little about that one seat that, as per our projections, the Congress could just perhaps manage. What's your sense? What is it that you're picking up? And how is, in fact, the state leadership from both the parties looking at these numbers?
Well, the numbers are on expected lines. In fact, the Bharatiya Janata Party has been claiming all along that they are going to win all 29 seats from Madhya Pradesh. Last time around, they had won 28 seats, and in 2014, they had won 27 seats. So they have always, but in between, they lost an election also. There were several by-elections that the BJP lost, but in 2023, the BJP managed to score a victory despite all odds against them, despite 20 years of anti-incumbency, and despite the fact that they had not declared Shivraj Singh Chauhan as the chief ministerial candidate. So it was an election that was fought in the name of Prime Minister Modi, and in 2023, 2023, they managed to increase their vote share from 40% in 2018 to 52% in 2023. So the writing was on the wall. In fact, everyone was, because the way things were panning out for the Congress party, they changed their president. They lost after they lost the elections, and they were not able to contest on 2 seats. In fact, the Khajuraho seat, from where the BJP state president is contesting elections, VD Sharma, that seat was left for the alliance partner Samajwadi Party, but they could not file their nomination properly, and their form was rejected. And the person who was filing the nomination was, mind you, has served as a MLA in the past. Her husband has served as an MLA, so they are experienced people. But despite the fact they could not file their nomination papers properly, and it was being rumored that it was done on purpose. Similarly, in Indore, they had the Congress party had chosen its candidate. In fact, Jeetu Patwari, the state president, had chosen the candidate from Indore. That man left the Congress party midway, and there was no one. The alternate candidate was also, his papers were also not filed properly. So there was no candidate for the Congress party in Khajuraho and nor in Indore. So they contested 27 seats. The writing was on the wall. There was just a matter of speculation whether they would be able to retain Chhindwara or not. And as per our Access My India exit poll numbers, it looks highly unlikely that the Congress party is going to retain Chhindwara. In fact, the one seat that where they are likely to be in a contest, in fact 2 seats, they are Sindhi and Gwalior. Gwalior, a very good contest between the Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party. Caste combination, all dynamics also playing a role. And also in Sindhi, Ajay Singh, the former leader of opposition and former son of former Chief Minister Mr. Arjun Singh, he and Kamleshwar Patel, they fought the election together. They addressed rallies together, and also the voting percentage was pretty low, close to 50%. So it is being expected by the Congress party is hoping that they probably could sail through in Sindhi and also probably in Gwalior. They were
okay, I'm going to thank you, Hemendra, for getting us those details and putting that into perspective. Hemendra getting us up to speed from Bhopal.